Okay, I am going to talk about the Trail of Tears and a little bit of the Cold Talkers. I I want to tell you a very sad story, but it's not really a story. It is our history. One, just one of them. It involves the Choctaws, and the Cold Talkers involves the Navajos mostly, but it's not just the Navajos and the Cold Talkers. It's 33 other tribes. But the Trail of Tears involved many tribes. Okay, the Trail of Tears. It was 1830 when Andrew Jackson signed the removal of Native Americans. Choctaws. That's that's the one I am 100% about. It's the Choctaws that was in the Trail of Tears. I'm gonna tell you this story. It is from a book called Walking the Choctaw Road, and that book contains many stories, but the story that I'm going to tell you is the topic of the Trail of Tears. This little boy did not know what was really going on. He was watching his people rubbing mud on their bodies, scratching their back on the trees, and like crawling all over the rocks and everything, crying, saying goodbye to their land. And like I said, he did not understand, and it was very strange to him. He asked his mother what was going on, and then she said that they were saying goodbye to their land in their own way. All he knew was that he and his people had to go. He had they couldn't live there anymore. His home. He had to leave his home. The Trail of Tears. Many people died. That's the fact. Trail of Tears is a fact. In this story, many people died. His mother died. They were carrying her bones, and once they settled into their new home, they were gonna bury everybody who died. So him and his father were taking turns carrying her bones. And one night, he woke up and saw his mom, but not a full figure. He knew that she was dead. And the next morning, when it was time for them to leave, he was walking beside his father. His father was crying and carrying somebody in a sheet. He, the little boy, wanted to talk to his father, but his father ignored him, asking him why is he crying, what happened. The little boy later found out that he died, and he was just walking with them. That is our people today. We believe that our ancestors are with us still. Like my mom would say, our grandmother is with us in our time of need. When we feel the presence, it is her or one of my relatives who really cared about us and we really care about them. It is almost the same. And the Code Talkers, the main tribe that was recognized for code talking was the Navajos. They say it involved 33 other tribes, but Navajo gets the most recognition because the Marine Corps in 1941 and 1942 they recruited 29 Navajo code talkers, and and within like about 2 weeks they had to learn the Navajo language. Not the whole language, but just like simple words. Like the Navajos will say something in their language and then they would translate it in English. And that translation in English will take a letter the first letter out of that word and make words out of it. That's how they knew. And the reason why they used the code talking is because they were at war and they needed something, they needed another language or something that they would speak between themselves to keep it secret and keep it serious, because without that I believe the US would have lost. And the code talkers, they are just they were important. People would say they probably weren't, the US would have done fine without them, but honestly, if you had a strategy of doing that, then you got to try it, because something amazing will happen. And that's about it.